So just as a warm up here, this is something that I got in the mail. I have not played this yet, so this is not something I played this week. I did pick up this week in the mail, and it actually came from Greece. It's 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 a record that was never issued in the U.S., at least not on vinyl, only on a CD, possibly cassette. But it's from 1990. It's an REO Speedwagon album. Now, when most people think of REO Speedwagon, they think of them from the 70s and the 80s. I didn't even know REO put out any albums from the 1990s, and this was from 1990. So I wanted to pick it up as I'm a huge fan of REO Speedwagon. It's interesting how they did the cover here because if you're curious about what the name of this album is, the name of the album is Earth, a Small Man, a Dog, and His Chicken. That's the actual name of the album. and instead of spelling it out, they actually did it with graphics. Again, the name of the album is Earth, a Small Man, a Dog, and His Chicken. That's the name of this album. So, I've never even heard of this album before. Not really familiar with any of the tracks on it at all. So that's what the back of the album looks like. And not sure where. I don't know if this one was actually pressed in Greece. It could be. Maybe CBS Records, but it doesn't say exactly where it was pressed. So, yeah. Anyways, very, very excited to go ahead and get this in. So, not sure how many REO Speedwagons are out there. I thought that was very cool. So, it's pretty much 6 o'clock. Maybe we got 1 minute to go here. So, if you have any questions, of course, throughout the show, if you have any questions, comments, and talk, chat, whatever you want to do, that's great. You know, I would love to have conversations with you and talk about anything I'm showing. We'll talk about what you see behind me. I want to talk about records in general, music in general, any of the groups I'm going to show you, anything at all. Just of course, just go put that in the chat room. So I do have some records here that I have played throughout June. I know June is not over yet. It's got a couple more days to go in June, but that's close enough. I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to try to do is do this every month, either the last week of the month or the first week of the month. Give you all the records that I play. Hey, how you doing? I decided to give StreamYard another try, so I'm using them right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So have we done good, Beat? It's good to see you. Yes, Adrian is with us, and so is Tara Bird. So the first record I'll tell you is something I picked up earlier in the month. It's a half-speed mastered. So of course they talk about on here. On this hype sticker down here, how they pressed it, what they used. If you want to go ahead and think with that, but basically they're talking about it's pretty much all analog, no digital transfers or anything, which is cool. You're talking about David Bowie, Young Americans. Yeah, it's a really good album. But this is a recent reissue. And again, it's a high-speed master, all analog, so pretty good. Originally from 1975, so very awesome album. So by David Bowie. That's going to be the first one I'm going to show. Our first Bowie album. So. Y'all fans of David Bowie? Yeah, I'm a big Bowie fan. I have about 30 of his 45s. I think I only have 3 of his albums. I know he put out a bunch of albums, but that one was on sale on Amazon, really great price. When you're 8, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the next record here, which is I believe in 2024. This is 21 Pilots, which is an alternative rock band, and they released Clancy. They released it on this Starburst orange on vinyl. Very, very cool. So probably no songs that charted that I'm aware of, but it is a very good album if you like alternative rock. So again, it's from 2024. 21 Pilots. So very, very cool. A hype sticker there. So here's an album that's very, very cool. So this one I bought right at, I think I bought this one actually last month. But I played it this month. I picked it up at a used record store. This is Timbuk 3. This is their debut album. I think it's from 80. I think it's from 83 actually. And this has their only charting song, which is the future is so bright you have to wear shades. That's a very, very awesome song by them. Now, when I saw this in a used record store, I had actually never seen the album that single was off of. I had the 45 RPM single in the collection, but I never seen the album before. So when I saw the album, I was like, you know what? That song is just so good. Yeah, but that song is just so good. I want to hear the rest of the album, and it did not disappoint. The rest of the album is awesome. The lead singer's voice is a lot like the guy from Dire Straits, Knopfler. So about a few of the songs almost sounded like it could have been by Dire Straits. But yeah, really great, uh, really great album. So I know Timbuk 3 put out like 6, 7 studio albums, even though I don't think any hits off any of the other albums. But they just kept putting on albums. So I did buy their next album. I do have it. It's back behind me. I haven't played it yet, but maybe I'll show it to you next month. So on the IRS label. Next we have I'm a big fan of Journey, huge fan of Journey. I just was lacking some of their earlier albums. This is from 1975, and this is a Journey Next, which is their third album. So very good progressive rock. Very different from the more edgier hard rock that they would do in the 80s. But very, very good. So I bought this one at the same used record store that I bought the last one from. And actually, it was still sealed, so that was cool. So I was able to open it and be the first person to play it. Yeah. So really big fan of Journey. Anybody out there like Journey? So here's a music on vinyl collected album, very similar to the Now That's What I Call series. It's a compilation album. This is glam rock. So this is a compilation of glam metal, glam rock songs starting around 1973-ish and through the 1980s, I believe. So it has a lot of great, great songs on it. Has Slade, Spark, Paper Lace, The Sweet, The Runaways, New York Dolls, Kiss, Wizard, Elton John, Alice Cooper, Bay City Rollers, all songs from those groups. So they were huge Journey playlist, awesome. So I had to go check it out. But yeah, it's a really great collection. It was put out on the music on vinyl label. It was a limited edition of 2000. So I don't know if you can all see the hype sticker there, but anyways, very cool. I played this. It was really great, actually. It was a really great compilation. Um, So, what else we have here? We have Three Doors Down, the Better Life, which I which I think it's a compilation album. I know it has Kryptonite on it, and it has a couple other songs, but I do like Three Doors Down. So has this shiny thing on the cover, but yeah, it's a really great album by them. I'm not really sure when this was released, but I've been playing it. Double LP, so good stuff. And we have some the New York Dolls, their debut album. Again, this is Glam Rock. This is 1973, but this is a recent reissue. They reissued it on pink vinyl, so I picked it up over Christmas this last year. So got a really good deal on it. I think I got it for like $13. So I can pass it up at that price. So yeah, really great glam metal. Yeah, glam metal band. Probably a little bit on the punk too. I was listening to them, so but uh, definitely glam. So awesome stuff. You got any the Billy Joel fans out there? I got a lot of Billy Joel in my collection. So I picked this one up. I think it could even been last year at around Halloween, but I just played it. So this here is Billy Idol, California FM 1990, a live radio broadcast from the Pacific Amphitheater, Costa Mesa, California. It was recorded originally October 27th, 1990. It's Billy Joel concert, and he plays all of his hits. So Eyes Without a Face, White Wedding, Fantasy, Rebel Yell, 316, Money Money, all those great hits. Again, it's a live album. Uh, really a great great market bootleg. So really nice album. So I picked that up from Gino. Gino is a really great place to pick up the gray market bootlegs if you're into that. So as well as Rolling Rex. Rolling Rex is a great place to pick up as well as Juno. So Billy Joe is a fave in a certain mood. Yeah, I like Billy Joel too. And I love Billy Joel and Billy Idol. And Scully Pop's here. Hey Scully, how you doing today? Good to see you. There you go. Tori Bird likes Billy Joel when she feels like being a smartass. Scully's doing good. That's awesome. So next is Amazon. Picked up from Amazon. They had it for like $8 or $7, something super cheap. So it's fastball. I do like fastball. I wasn't familiar with this particular album of theirs, but was pressed on this white marble vinyl. It's called Sonic Ranch. I think it was released in. I think it's a new album. I think it's released around 2024 or so. But 2020. Does it say here? 2020. Yeah, it says 2024 right on it. So, but really great album. So, yeah, this ball is a really great rock group. So I picked that up. Yes, I was. Had a good time too. So it was I was able to get my camera working finally on this computer uh, to go ahead and be on this panel. And since I got the camera working on the computer, I figured I'd go ahead and give StreamYard another try. So this is one I picked up. Big fan of blues. This is an acoustic sound series. This is Lightning Strike uh, by Hopkins. Really great blues album. So again, this was the audiophile vinyl reissue series put up by Verve, um, manufactured on quality record pressings on 180 gram vinyl. So mastered from the original analog tapes. So awesome. So yeah, so I do have other Lightning Hopkins in my collection. I really like. Anybody else there? Anybody else out there like blues? Hello, turquoise hot chocolate. I was in a play at Scully's channel last month. You're in a play at Scully's channel. A play? Like were you like playing like Romeo and Juliet, or what kind of play was it? Yes, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so B, were you Romeo or were you Juliet? I don't know. I think B would be a really great Juliet. We did a mashup. Okay. Grease meets the Breakfast Club. Awesome. So like Kaniki was in detention, was that it? Was Kaniki and Sandra in detention? All right, so I have a great record here. Eye of the Zombie, put out by John Fogerty, an 80s album. Really great album for him. I just pulled it up and played it. So awesome stuff. For those like CCR, I like John Fogerty. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. All of my albums are in perfect condition. Most of them are. So I have a comedy album here, Rick Dees' Greatest Hit. Rick Dees is a guy, he's best known for his rendition of Disco Duck, but he was also a DJ on the radio for a long time. And this album has a lot of the stuff that he did while he was a DJ, kind of similar to like the Jerky Boys kind of stuff if you're familiar with them. There's also some songs on here that he did, including Disco Duck. But it's a really great compilation for Rick Dees. So I had a record player last year. I can't wait to listen to them. All right. What kind of record player did you get, Scully? You find records interesting? Oh yeah. They can be a lot of fun. This here is the Knack, best known for the song My Sharona and their album Get the Knack, which I think was 79. This was 80, I believe. This is the follow-up album. This is called But the Little Girls Understand. So it's actually a really great release for them, really great music. Yeah, awesome stuff from Get the Knack. I love Disco Duck. Oh, it's just a cheapo? That's fine. As long as it works, Scully. That's what matters. Yeah, I really like Disco Duck, too. So here's another one that I picked up recently. This is Jethro Tull, 1975. A lot of people don't know Jethro Tull was releasing albums in the late 1960s. Did you know Jethro Tull went back that far? This is from '75. This must be probably his fifth or sixth album. I didn't look it up. But it's called Jethro Tull Minstrel Minstrel in the Gallery. It was actually really good. It was progressive rock. So he's done different styles over the years, but in the mid '70s he was mainly doing prog rock. But really glad I picked it up, and my wife got me into Jethro Tull back when I first met her. I knew of Jethro Tull. I had some of his 45. I didn't have any of his albums, and my wife really liked Songs from the Wood. So I went out and picked that up on vinyl. It was a great album. So I started picking up more and more Jethro Tull, and I'm still picking up more Jethro Tull. So this one. So again, this is Minstrel in the Gallery. Is really great album. If there are any Tull fans out there. My brother and sister got into him. No, that's all right. Yeah, I had a record player like that when I was in school. When I was in junior high school, it was some off-brand. All in one unit: radio, 8-track player, and then the record player, the BSR record player on top. His first record player was a Kenwood. Awesome. Let's see if I can push these a little bit to the back here, give myself some more room. So this here is a nice record. This here is Rush, a moving picture. This is the deluxe edition that they came out with it a year or two ago. Really nice. Usually, Rush, this album by Rush, came out. When did this come out? 81, something like that. This album was not issued originally on a gatefold, and it's actually a shiny. They made it all shiny for the picture. But for the deluxe edition, they went ahead and made it into a gatefold. So I'll show you what it looks like. So pretty cool. So yeah, I really like moving pictures a lot. I mean, Rush is up there in my top, maybe not top 5 bands, but definitely my top 10 bands. This has Tom Sawyer on it, and Vital Signs and Limelight. Awesome songs for Rush. The entire album is awesome. So. Got them into commercial radio. That album, yeah, they had been somewhat in commercial radio, but more so on the rock channel. But yeah, definitely Tom Sawyer definitely got them into the top 40 channels. So, you're talking about Rush? Oh yeah, I have a big Rush collection. I just picked up another Rush album of theirs from 1990 that I didn't have. So Rhino. So I want to get that played. Maybe next month I'll show that to you. Here's one I picked up recently. Very nice one. I'm a huge fan of Billy Joel, of course. Tarbird was just talking about Billy Joel. This is a concert. It's an official release, so it's not like a Grand Marcus bootleg or anything. But it is off the soundboard. And this is him from 1975. So he's in concert in 1975 here. So doesn't have all of his hits that we all know, like Downtown Girl and all those kind of songs. This is from his first, probably from at least his first album, which was Cold Spring Harbor. So, but it does have a bunch of songs. It has The Mexican Connection, Root Beer Rag. It has New York State on My Mind. He does an interlude of Benny and the Jets from Elton John, Delta Lady, The Entertainer. The Ballad of Billy and the Kid. So awesome stuff. It's actually very nice recording. Sounded great actually. They did a good job on this. So it was a double LP. So never should get back. Presto. I have that one too, but that's not the one I was talking about. So I don't think that was. Let me see. I could always minimize this for a second and find out Discogs. Rush. It was one I picked up was yeah, Roll the Bones I have. This one I picked up was I'm sorry, it was from '96 actually. I thought it was '90s, from '96. Test for Echo. That's the one that I just picked up. So I didn't have that one. Roll the Bones is a great album too, as well as Presto. Here's one that I recently picked up as well. Got this one off of eBay, really great price. Japanese pressing. So I really like Japanese pressings. Always has great quality sound. But this here is Wings' Greatest Hits. Paul McCartney and Wings. So all the great songs. Another Day, So Many Love Songs, Live and Let Die, Junior's Farm, With a Little Luck, Band on the Run, all those kind of songs. So really great. And it has the OB over here on this side. So sometimes I buy the Japanese pressings without the OB. The OB is nice. You know, of course I would like to have the OB, but sometimes if you can accept it without the OB, you can save some money on them. Save $10 to $15 off what these go for. And honestly, the OB, like I said, the OB is nice to have, but I'm more interested in the overall quality of the cover and the quality of the vinyl. If it doesn't have the OB, it's not the end of the world. I can deal with that. So, but if you can accept without the OB, normally you can save some money. So, as well as looking for U.S. sellers that sell these, because a lot of sellers are in Japan. They're selling them, and the shipping is like $25 or $30 for those records a lot of times. And I think over the years I've been collecting. I think I've done that 2 or 3 times, but otherwise I always buy them from U.S. sellers. So, and of course the shipping is $5 to $7. Beats $25 or $35 shipping from Japan. So, but every so often you have the record you want and you can't find a U.S. seller. So that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, really like Paul McCartney a lot. Yes, it is. It's a real fat Obi, isn't it? Gotta have those fat Obies. Yeah, Echo is a great album. I'm glad to pick it up. It was from the Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right series. So yep, great album. So I'm a fan of compilation albums. I'm a fan of K-Tel Ronco. I collect all that kind of stuff. And I've been collecting the Now series of compilations. And so this one I picked up last year over Christmas, a really great price. I think it was like $12, $11. This was Now That's What I Call Country, Volume 17, put out on pink vinyl. This has a bunch of the contemporary country artists on it. This has Luke Combs, Fast Car, Jelly Roll, Nita Faber, Chris Stapleton, White Horse, Connor Smith, Riley Green, so a bunch of the more modern country artists. So it was a really great album. It was really great to play it. Now, I'm not huge into country, but I do like country though. So cool record. Here's another Japanese release, but this one was without the Obi. but it did have a sticker here, a sticker saying that it's from Japan. But this is Toto Fahrenheit. So this is I think a '90s release for them. So it has some pretty good songs on it. But a huge fan of Toto. Toto's probably up there in my top five bands. Yeah, top five favorite bands. So I love Toto. I didn't have this album, so had a chance to pick it up at a really great price. So yeah, and then I went ahead and of course heard it, and great quality, a Japanese pressing again. So on the Columbia album. So when Toto started out, they were basically a house band. What a house band is, you got an artist that comes in, they go, I want to record a song, and they look around, okay, you, come with me, and we're going to record a record. So they grab these guys and they record a record. Elton John does that. Couple other, Michael Jackson does that. So sometimes, actually, if you look at a Michael Jackson record, look at an Elton John record, you'll see some of the same performers, because they're people that were in the bands from the studio. And Toto was one of these bands, and a bunch of the guys got together, of these house band people, and they said, you know what, we're really good. I think we can ourselves become a band. And they actually ruffle some feathers, because there are a lot of people saying, y'all can't do that. But they go, oh yeah, well, watch us. And but they did very well for themselves. Yeah. So David Page is the lead singer, and but yeah, really well for themselves. And again, I'm a really big fan of Toto. Here's one here that I play. This is Junior Walker and the All Stars, some R&B. So reissue on the Motown label. I think originally put out when? Does it say when it was originally put out? It has to be in the in the 60s, maybe in the 70s. Doesn't give me a year here when it was originally. Okay. Doesn't say here a year. I think it was the 60s, maybe 68 or so. So, but I do like Junior Walker on the All Stars. I have several of their albums, and this here was one I picked up as well, Shotgun. So actually a Shotgun, plus Boomerang, Roadrunner, Shake and Finger Pop, Tally Ho, tune up all these songs. So really great band. So it's Christmas time, right? Is it Christmas yet? Almost. Are we getting closer to December? Well, I picked up this one here. This is Jimmy Fallon Holiday Seasonings. This came out last year. Pick it up. It was kind of expensive. So I held off on it. Had it on my want list, and it popped up on Amazon for like $15. I said, you know what? I may not get it any cheaper than $15. Even though it's not Christmas time right now, I still wanted it, so I picked it up. They pressed it on this candy cane color vinyl, red and white. But really great album actually. He does some Christmas favorites. He also does some originals on here as well. But yeah, really great record. Christmas in July, definitely. Christmas in July, you know what? I get no respect. Actually, he gets no respect. Rodney Dangerfield, Rappin' Rodney, came out in the 1980s. Really great album, comedy album. And on the B-side of the album, he does his Rodney Rap, which is it was on the radio. It was a good song. But yeah, I really like comedy albums. I really like Rodney Dangerfield. And Rappin' Rodney. Oh yeah, really great album. Oh, he was awesome. So I loved him in what is it, Easy Money, with uh, the other guy. I forget the short guy, but yeah, that was a great movie as well. Yeah, I love Rodney Dangerfield. So yeah, I like him in Easy Money, and he was in a couple School, was it Back to School? Great movie as well. Ronnie's a smart ass, so definitely big time, big time. So I'm big into science fiction, Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, you name it. Space 1999, Blade Runner, just all that stuff. So anytime I get a chance to pick up a compilation of themes from movies, I jump on it. This here is Volume 3. I have Volume 1 and Volume 2 as well. This is put out on the Crescendo label, and this is not the original, not the originals from the soundtracks themselves. This is another orchestra redoing the songs, but I'll bring it up here, let you see all the other shows it's from. Very, very cool. But I love these kind of records. Awesome stuff. Here's one that came in last week. I picked it up from what do you call it? Escapes me right now. But it was got it for next to nothing. But this is a 1979. This is a disco pop rock band called Scat Brothers, but it's really great stuff. The name of the album is Strange Spirits. They put out 2 albums altogether. This was their debut album, and they put out one in 1981 as well. But a lot of disco on here, and I really like disco. So guys are trying to dress a little bit like the Village People, a little bit, but a little bit more obscure band, put out on the Casablanca label. So pretty cool. So again, 1979. Am I the only one that likes disco? Mars needs women. Mars does need women. That's true. I have that too. I have that. That was Tracy Lords, right? I have that soundtrack. So, right, you're talking about the Tracy Lords movie, right? Upbeat. So, or something like that. Cardboard disco is a great, but something I can't listen to a lot. I can listen to it all day. So I can pull out a bunch of my. I like Danny. Who is that? Who is that beat? Tara Bird, what kind of music can you listen to all day? That's the question all of us are wondering now, and so I'm going to ask. Not familiar with who Danny. Okay, a show on TV. Okay. Next is a very interesting record. This is called The Many Faces of Van Halen. So this is a series of records called The Many Faces of. I have about 4, maybe 5 or 6. I have Kiss, and I have Genesis, and I have a bunch of different bands that did these series. Basically, it was put out, and this one's put out on this yellow vinyl. But I showed this to somebody the other day that they thought it might have been like a bootleg. It's not a bootleg. It's an official pressing. So basically, what they do, and I'll show you the inside of this as well. Basically, for these series, what they do is usually it's a 2 LP set, and the first LP usually has stuff either earlier in their career, like early Van Halen career, or stuff that people from the band did before they joined the band. So this has songs that Eddie Van Halen did with other artists before he actually created or joined Van Halen. So as well as I guess Running with the Devil by Stephen Pearcy. So and then usually on the second album, it has covers of the songs or live versions of the songs or that kind of thing. So that's usually what these the Faces Out series are. So, yeah. But this here is the Many Faces of Van Halen. Really great album. I love Van Halen. So Tara Burr says she likes blues guitar, Eric Clapton, BB King, Ingalls, and the Foo Fighters. Sounds like a great concert weekend. We need to get all those people together. Unfortunately, BB King is no longer with us. So, but if we did it back when he was still alive, that would have been a great weekend. So, awesome. Dance Fever Show. Oh yeah, I remember those. I remember those from the 70s. Another one from the 80s. I think from 83. The Waitresses. Another reissue. This has I know what guys want. I know what boys like. I know what guys want. That song on it. So reissued on red vinyl on the Polydor label. Great music from the 80s. All the music from the 80s is awesome in my opinion. So. What else we got here? We got some Motley Crue going on. We got some Crue in the house. This is an EP called Cancelled. So this is really great. This one was put out on this red and black splattered vinyl. It has the same 2 tracks on both sides. This has where does it have the tracks? Oh, come on. This has the song Cancelled. I think is their song, but then they do a cover of the Beastie Boys' Fight for Your Right to Party, and they do a really great job of covering that song. So again, it's an EP by Motley Crue. Great album. 2 songs. Both sides have the same 2 songs on it, but there you go. Crue who? Motley Crue. Motley Crue. I like me some Motley Crue. I saw them live in concert 2015. They opened for Kiss. So awesome. They had the drummer was like in this circle thing, and it went around the circle. He went upside down. So the drummer did. It was very cool. Crue. Crue who? So also have Third Eye Blind. Collected greatest hits, Semi-Charmed Live, Jumper, all those great songs from 1993 to 2003, available first time on vinyl. So bring up the hype sticker here if you all want to take a picky poo at it. There you go. I like Third Eye Blind, great band, and this was a Target exclusive, so put out on transparent orange vinyl, but really great album. You like Third Eye Blind? They're Adrian. Awesome band. John grew up in my old neighborhood, Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Are we talking about Motley Crue still? I'm not. Grosse Pointe, Michigan, yeah. Talking about Third Eye Blind, I know their songs, but I don't know the names of the singers of the band. Sorry. Yep. Third Eye Blind. Yep. Picked up a Pat Benatar that I didn't have. Really great album. I think this is from the later in the 80s. I think around 87 or so, I think. But this is Pat Benatar's Seven the Hard Way. So a really great album for her. So let's see what it has on it. It has anything that y'all would know. Big Life. Invincible. Invincible was a big hit off of this one. So I'll be invincible. I'll leave her to sing it. All right. Sorry guys, I apologize. But yeah, really great album for her. Really like Pat Benatar a lot. Like Pat Benatar on my channel, there is a from 19, I think it's from 81, where she does an interview. So a candid interview. It's on my channel. So I want to go check that out. Of course, after we're done here. Oh, with Crew, gotcha. Oh yeah, Pat's great. I saw her in concert. She opened for I think it was Pat Benatar, was it? I'm not sure it was Pat Benatar, but she opened for Styx in 1997. So it was a really great concert. Yeah, the Invincible is a really great video. So here is a less known band, Coney Hatch, from I think this is from 81. Just hard rock, like a hair metal type music, put out on the Mercury label. So I've got 2 other albums of theirs, but this one I played last week again. This is Coney Hatch, and this is their debut album. So really great stuff if you're into hard rock. I definitely recommend it. Molly Hatchet. Okay. Does Coney Hatch have something to do with Molly Hatchet, or? Also played some 12-inch singles. This one here was Phil Collins, Don't Lose That Number. So big fan of Phil Collins, big fan of Genesis, and really great big hit for him. This is Just Came to You. Gotcha. I like Molly Hatchet. I have a couple. I think I have 2 Molly Hatchet albums. Flirting with Disaster, and the one that was right after that. I don't know the name of the album. But this here has is a promotional copy. It has extended mix on one side and the LP version on the other. We're like extended mixes for 12-inch singles. So awesome stuff. So this here is a British pop band that Morton Astad turned me on to over his channel. So I went ahead and picked this up. Really great group. That's called Pulp. Excuse me. And this is a new album that they put out called More. So really great music. Again, it's just pop rock, but I like pop rock. So yeah. Put out by, who put this out? It was put out by Rough Trade. So, big great album. Found a regional band in the 90s that had been basis for Hatchet called Big Engine. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of regional bands. So I have a lot of albums in my collection by regional bands where they only put out 1 or 2 records, and then that was it. So most of them hard rock, and they're really good albums. So each band brings their own flavor into hard rock. So I'm definitely into that. Let me give these a little bit of a twist here, make sure they don't fall over here. Collect Star Trek. buddy, I need more power. All right, so I picked up this comedy album. Did this comedy album, Star Trek comedy, the unofficial album, 10 Hilarious Acts. Bunch of Star Trek songs and skits by comedians. So I'm a huge Star Trek guy, big Trekkie. And when I heard about this, I went out to Discogs, picked it up. It was relatively inexpensive, but really great stuff. So Star Trek. He's dead, Jim. They have a picture of the salt monster down here. You see the salt monster? See what he's saying? Need salt. Anyways, that's from one of the early. Is that from the debut? That's from one of the early second or third episodes of Star Trek: The Original Series. Have a Santana here. Santana Inner Secrets 45th Anniversary Edition, limited 3,000 copies. So I'm not sure when it was originally put out, but I do like Santana. Again, music on vinyl reissue, and they put it out on red vinyl. So building up my Santana collection. I think this is maybe the fifth or sixth Santana album I have in my collection. So no bad albums yet. Every single Santana album I bought, I've liked. And this one here is really great too. So again, this is Inner Secret. It won't focus in on that, huh? Anyways. Oh well. Looks like your sister. That's not nice. Got some Maroon 5 in the house. I really like Maroon 5 a lot. So this is their album 5 or V. So don't know which release this is. I know it's not their debut, right? But it's maybe their second or third album. But really great release for them. '90s band. Ringo Starr put out a new album a couple years ago called Crooked Boy. It's actually an EP. It has I think he has 4 tracks on it. So I believe it's at 45 RPM as well. But so 2 tracks per side, but it's pretty good. So I'm a big fan of Ringo Starr. So I didn't pick it up when it first came out, but Amazon is running it for some ridiculously cheap price a couple months back. So I went ahead and picked it up. For those Beatles and Ringo Starr fans out there. And of course, we lost Wilson. I'm gonna look like I forgot his first name. Is having a brave brain on his first name, but I know his last name was Wilson. He was in the Beach Boys. I lost him last month, so that was sad. Brian Wilson. Sorry guys, I was getting there, but this is a reissue I picked up stereo. And it's pressed on yellow and green vinyl. So very, very cool. Probably my favorite Beach Boys album. But Brian Wilson was an awesome performer. And so I might have some Bobby Sherman on 45s, but I did not have any albums by him. So unfortunately. I'm excused. Okay, good to know. But yeah, no beat. I don't have any Bobby Sherman LPs. Like I said, I think I have maybe one or two 45s, but I don't have any. He passed away as well. So, but unfortunately, yeah, no no LPs by him. This is something I picked up a few years ago. Actually, I never got around to playing it. So this here is Madonna, and it's called "Finally Enough Love" remixed number ones. So what she did is she took a bunch of her number one hits and remixed them and put them all on this album. It's actually a double LP set, and there each side has a decade. So this side is the 80s, the back side is the 90s, and the next side is the 2000s, and then behind that is the 2010s. So that's how she did it. But she took all her number ones, yeah, all her number ones, and put them on this, and she remixed all the songs as well. So I do like Madonna a lot. What else we got here? We got Chicken Fat, Mel Brown, another the blues guy. I really like blues a lot. So super nice surprise. Yeah, so Chicken Fat, Mel Brown, manufactured at the Third Men Pressing Plant in Detroit, Michigan. There you go, Beat. It's this record was pressed in your neck of the woods, up in Third Man Records, up in Detroit. I still want to visit that, by the way, because you can go inside and you can buy records that they actually press there. They have glass, and you can watch them actually press records, watch what they're doing. So it's something that's something I wanted to do since I heard that they opened that pressing plant there. Everybody loves Madonna. Yep. But this is on the Impulse label. It's a reissue. Blues. Good stuff. Pick me up and we will go. I might have to take you up on that. I may have to go out there and do that. This is one I picked up recently. This is Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You. This is a can I get a close up on it with a focus on it? Don't know. This is a 12-inch disco single of I Was Made for Loving You, 45 RPM. It's an extended mix. So I really like Kiss. Of course, I Was Made for Loving You is off of Dynasty. So really great song for them. So there you go, Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You. I was made for loving you, baby. We will do lunch. Okay, sounds good to me. Paper here. So, big fan of Poison. This is Walmart. Put this out. Icon. Woo. Okay. Poison Icon. It's just a greatest hits put out on this black and red vinyl. Talk Dirty to Me. Every Rose Has a Thorn. Fallen Angel. I'll put up the track list in there so you can see it. Good stuff. I like Poison a lot. I think Tarboro likes Poison too. So here's a band from the 80s called Trooper. This is the second release, the second Trooper I have. I recently picked up another Trooper as well, but Trooper is a Canadian, just a mainstream rock band. So, but they're really great. And this one was on the RCA label, but I'm not sure what year this one came out. I think this one came out in maybe 82. Your year on it? No, there's not. That's the back of it if you want to see it. Again, Trooper. Really great band. Not sure how familiar you all are with Canadian bands. I think Beat is closer to Canada than I am, anyways. I don't know, how much of these Canadian bands filter down into Detroit. So, but anyways, good stuff. Oh, the name of this album is Money Talks, by the way. Sorry about that. This is a UK. It's interesting because this came out, I believe this came out in '87. It's a UK band called Five Star. The name of the album is called Rock the World. It's from '87, but on Discogs, it lists them as a disco band. Now, to me, if you're going to release something in '87, I don't see how it can be disco. Disco is for the mid to late '70s and the early '80s. You can't release something in '87 and say it's disco. So they also list them as pop rock. So I'm gonna say that they're a pop rock band. They're very popular in the UK, and I picked this up. I think I got this for like $2 out of a bargain bin. I like the artwork on it. So it's kind of like a blind vibe, but it was a really great album actually. I do like pop rock, and I like their music. So it is very similar to disco pop rock. So anyways, good stuff. Is that Twisted Sister button on your uniform? That's right. What do you want to do with your life, right? I want to rock. So we have this is another compilation album. Again, I'm big into compilations. Found this for $10 of free shipping on eBay. So I was like, you know what? I want to get that. But this here is just a bunch of 90s metal bands, maybe late 80s or 90s. Has Anthem, DC, LaCroix, Hurricane, Montrose, Obsession, T-Saw, Titan, Wild Dogs. All these metal bands and all have a song on this album. So it's really great compilation album. So for $10 and free shipping, I couldn't pass it up. So yeah. So the name of the album is called Heavy Metal Machine. It says Pull 1. I think they might be saying Part 1. Might have been a Part 2 to it, but what I have is this one. So again, I'll bring up here so you can see all the different groups if it'll focus. Maybe, sort of, kind of. There you go. Then you can read that. But yeah, very cool. I want to rock. I want to rock. Do 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 do. I want to rock. Yep. Love Twisted Sister. Love Twisted Sister. Have a from the band here, House of Freaks. They're in I think they're from Tennessee area, I believe. It's two. I don't know if they're brothers, but I do know there's two guys that from this band, but they're really great. I have a bunch of their albums, and it's more like a country rock style with a touch of blues. But yeah, really great stuff. House of Freaks. If you get a chance to pick up any of their material, and you like country blues or country rock, I'm sure you like it. So again, this one was released in 1987. And this one is called All My Friends. And it's a really great album by them. So awesome. House of Lords, yeah. You know what? That's an album that I don't have. I know of it. I've seen it, but I don't have it in my collection. I should have it. I should be ashamed, actually. But yes, I don't have that. I might have a 45. I might have a 45 of them, but I do not have an LP from House of Lords. Played another 12-inch single, Hall & Oates. This is 1-for-1 club mix, and I Can't Go For That extended mix. So really great 12-inch single. Always fun to pull these out and play them. Can't Find My Way Home. Is that one of their hits? I'm not familiar with them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know if I do have, but I can always look it up real fast on my. Let's see. House of Lords. Yep. I have. I Want to Be Loved. That's the one they have of theirs. I Want to Be Loved. And Call My Name on the flip side. So that's just 145. That's all I have of theirs. Beat. But picked this up a while ago. Huge fan of Foreigner. I just showed all my Foreigner albums, but I did play this one, so I'm going to show it on silver vinyl. This is a Music on Vinyl reissue from Agent Provocateur. On Music on Vinyl, really great album for Foreigner. Foreigner is in my top 5 bands, so I really like Foreigner a lot. That was yesterday. That's right. That was yesterday. So got that one in. Ali Venable, Texas Honey. This is a new wave of country blues, very similar in style to Larkin Poe. If you know that band, Larkin Poe, put out a video recently showing this album as well. But yeah, she's pretty good. So this is from 2019. If you like blues rock. Contemporary blues rock. So a really great song. That was yesterday. And we're getting down. I think we're down to the last record. This is the last record that I played. Well, this is an early record I played. This is a band called Street. This is 1968. This is the only album they put out. This is a psychedelic rock, very similar to Jefferson Airplane. Matter of fact, I was listening to it. I was thinking that a couple of songs sounded just like Jefferson Airplane. So, but again, it's called Street. It's their debut. It's their one and only album, and that's the name of it. It's self-titled, again from 1968, on the Verve label. I was 1 year old. I missed that one. 1968, I was 3 years old. I missed it too. So I picked that up recently somewhere. It was still sealed. It was a still sealed album. I got it really cheap, like $5. So, but I really like the artwork on the album. If you take a look at the artwork, it's really interesting. They have these people in these they got a bathtub here. We got some people in what looks like this guy's here is in a gold spacesuit, and then she's over here in this almost like something that you wear for a queen. And I just really like the imagery. I really like the artwork, and so I was like, you know what? For $5, I'm gonna see what's on this album, and it was actually pretty good. So I was drinking chocolate milk out of a bottle. That's what Beat does. He drinks chocolate milk out of a bottle. Yeah, so let me get up for a second here. I'm gonna run over, show you that record that I recently picked up. It was Got a couple more here too. I'm gonna show you 3 here. I think that's it. Oh yeah, I'll show you that one too. Why not? So, and then we'll go and call it a night. But I picked these up recently, and let's see what I got here. So, this here was the Rush I talked about. Test for Echo, 1996 release. Issued in 1996, but it was recently released by Rhino. Huge fan of Rush. Sexy legs, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna do what I can to get those views, right? If I'm gonna show my legs, I'm gonna do it. And maybe next time I'll shave them for you all. What do you think? Go out and give me a bottle of Nair. I also picked up this one here, Train. I'm a big fan of Train. This is Train's greatest hits. So that's Drops of Jupiter, Meet Virginia, Calling All Angels, Drive By, Angel and Blue Jeans, all those great songs. So big fan of Train. Hey Soul Sister. Does this have the 50 Ways to Say Goodbye? That's an amazing song by Train. So love that song. So David Hasselhoff was in the video for that. Never seen that video, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye? Never seen that video by Train? After we're done with this broadcast, go out and check it out. It's a funny video. Yeah, big fan of Train. Crappy Purple Scion, that's right. Train does not like those crappy Purple Scions. Here's also another one I picked up. It's called Aero Zeppelin. So this is from 1990. For on a couple things, Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith were on stage together, and we have some it's live, all live tracks, remastered soundboard recordings was off the soundboard. I don't know if this is by Deadwood Designs. I don't know if this is an official pressing or unofficial. I think it's official actually, but this has a bunch of Aerosmith songs live, Ragdoll, Janie's Got a Gun, 11 Elevator, Dude Looks Like a Lady, Sweet Emotion, all those great songs all of us love from Aerosmith. Also has a bunch Immigrant Song and Train Kept It Rolling, Think About It, all those Led Zeppelin songs. And we have some songs where Jimmy Page got on stage with Aerosmith and was singing Aerosmith songs and vice versa. So, but yeah, it's a great album. Big fan of both Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, so I had to pick it up. Again, it's Aero Zeppelin. The Ocean, yeah. I don't think The Ocean's on here though. No, For Your Love is Reefer-Headed Woman. Not The Ocean. I have that on the 45 and I have it on one of my Zeppelin albums. And last but not least, I have Ron Dante's Funhouse. Ron Dante is the guy who was the lead singer of the Archies, if you're familiar with the Archies back in the 70s. So done on Bubblegum, done on Cotton Candy vinyl and reissues, and it also includes a bunch of Archie's songs as well as some unreleased Archie's material. You waited all this time, all the way to 2025, to finally hear some unreleased Archie's material. I know it was worth the wait, right? I love the Archies. I'm sure some of you out there love the Archies if Adrian's old enough to remember the Archies. I know Beat is. So I remember I was watching the Archies all the time when I was a kid. So Ron Dante, again, he's the lead singer from the group Archies, and he put out a couple of songs on his own as well. So a great album. Ron Dante. Funhouse. Could have been dead and gone. But you're not, Pete. You're not. You're still here. You're with us. That's a plus. All Led Zeppelins are all Led Zeppelin album. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin. I think I have all their albums on vinyl. Could have been dead and gone. Oh, awesome. I love the Archie. Me too. What a time to be alive. That's right. Get to hear these unreleased Archie songs. So that's going to be all the records that I played in June. So usually on Monday and Tuesdays, I get up in the mornings and I start playing records. My wife's got her earmuffs on, trying to not listen. Close the door of a bedroom and hide. No. I also try to play stuff she likes. So I know she likes the Eagles and Eric Clapton, B.B. King, blues, and stuff like that. So I also try to play stuff she likes as well. Excuse me. Yeah, and I'm very happy that my computer did not turn off. I was very worried because my computer has a tendency to just cut off for no reason, but I'm glad that it did not. So, but all right, so that's going to be all for my show tonight. I do want to thank everybody for watching. Don't know yet what I'm going to be doing next week. Something. I'll think about it. I'll probably put it up on Monday. Sorry I had to change the thumbnail because I switched over from the program that's on my cell phone to StreamYard, and they wouldn't go live with what I had already had up. I had to redo it again. So, but I'm glad you all found me. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later. All right. And y'all have a good night. And thank you, Adrian, and thank you, Beat, and thank you, Tara Bird, and everybody else for watching. All right.